Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Now it's really Thursday before Tuesday, but two things are happening next week. I'm going to a convening to talk about the Kenny A consent decree, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. And I think most importantly for Ramirez, who runs our camera here and edits all our videos, he's going on a little vacation, I understand. So he won't be here next week to help me with the video, so we're shooting it a little early. Going to a couple of business things today. One important thing to note is that if you are a person who drives a state car and uses a fuel card, there are some new standards and rules coming out on that. There's a new requirement for some policy training and acknowledgement. There are some new rules around auditing for misuse of the fuel cards. And beginning October 1st, you will be able to go on the DOS website and take the mandatory training and sign the acknowledgement. And we need everybody who's going to be driving one of the fleet vehicles or state car with a fuel card to please make sure you go on and do that prior to the end of January of this coming year. So please go ahead and do that quickly and early. I don't think it'll take too long. I think Ramirez is going to put on the video here a link to the website and also a link to Jasmine Randall, who's the person at DOAS, who you can email if you have any questions about the issue. The other thing is that we want to make sure that all of you are getting our communications. I know that sometimes when new folks come on board, we may not have you in our DFACS all email list, and everybody wants to know what's going on with the Tuesday Talk, right? So we want to make sure you're getting an advertisement for that or a link to that each week, as well as other information we want to get out to you. So please send an email if you aren't on the state website, or if you're a manager who's just hired somebody new, please let our communication staff know by sending an email to DHS-0365, which I think stands for Office 365, and we'll put that on there too. So other than that, as I said, we're going to a meeting this coming week when a number of states will be talking about the consent decrees. As we have in Fulton and DeKalb, we have the Kenny A consent decree. As many of you know, we have been under a federal settlement consent decree for, gosh, going on 15 years now. And I am very happy that I've been getting updates on it, and very happy to say that we are making extremely good progress to the point where I believe that we, in some time within the next year, will perhaps be able to either scale this work down or perhaps be released by the federal court from the consent decree. I really want to thank all of those, especially in Fulton and DeKalb, who have worked so hard these many years to comply with the many requirements of this consent decree. And I just, having gotten some information for our meeting next week about this issue, it just reminded me I need to thank y'all who've done all this work, Mabel Gibson, all your team, and all of our staff in Fulton and DeKalb. Thank you so much for helping us get to where we need to be on the Kenny A case so that we can eventually get out of it. And of course, that'll allow us to take those resources, the attorney fees we're paying, the monitoring costs we're paying, and really spread that wealth, so to speak, around the state so that we can serve all of our children in care and all of the families we work with at the same high level of service that we are showing in Fulton and DeKalb. Many of you have been emailing me, gosh, for the last year really, about a very important issue. I know that when Governor Deal and the General Assembly were very gracious in raising our frontline salaries, that some of those of you who are in the program manager series, social services program manager series, didn't necessarily get raises. I'm very happy to tell you that we've been working real hard on that. We have gotten some approvals that we needed, and I can tell you that I think many of you are going to be very excited as we work to finalize some changes that I think you'll be happy to hear about. Just hold on, baby, it's coming. I think you're going to be real excited to see what we've been able to come up with to try to make that more equitable for those of you who are in those higher level jobs, but who have not benefited from those salary increases. So I can tell you, I can't give you the details yet, of course, because we're still working out some details, but it's been a really big relief to me, and it's made me very happy, and I think it'll make you happy too. So that's all for this week, but as I said, if you kind of look maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, there'll be a sort of a bonus that I'll film from out there where I am at this meeting. And in the interim, I hope you have a great week, and keep working hard and doing all that you do for Georgia's children and families. See ya.